Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me on Tokyo. My name is T, and I've gotten a box here from Toybania. You guys may know Vivek over at Toybania. He also does a lot of stuff with Yo-Yo Empire, but he sells all kinds of yo-yos on his site, Toybania, which is out of India. It's just a really cool site, really cool dude, and a while back he asked me to pay him shipping for something. He sent me this box. It says it has 2 yo-yos inside, but actually I don't know what's in here, so we're gonna go ahead and unbox it and see what he sent me. So thank you so much to Vivek. Like I said, never ask for people to send me things. It's just really nice when people think of me and send me stuff to try out. So let's go ahead and unbox this and we'll see what we've got. All right, so I've already got our box open here. All right, so we've got, a lot of stuff in here. So we've got he sent me some 8/4 string, which I've never tried. You guys know, like, I'm a zipline person, but I will be curious to try this out and see what I think of it. Looks like that's it for the rest of the box. With that, here we've got the yo-yos. Very interesting packaging here. I like that. And we've got, as I said, 2 yo-yos. So let's go ahead. Like I said, I have no idea what these are. So I guess we'll take a look at this one first. I like this sort of like, is this burlap? I don't know what you call this kind of bag. What have we got in here? This is the Thing, right? Which is the new Delrin responsive, I believe, or it could be unresponsive as well. I've seen EOSX draws on Instagram do some tricks and stuff with this. It's really cool because actually I was looking for a modern responsive recently. I was like looking to get a gamer and stuff like that. Not really sure how to get the gamer right now, and it looks like any trade options are out, so this is like perfect timing because I've been really wanting to play with a responsive for a long time. And then what is in here? I have no idea. I had a feeling he'd send me the Thing. Because I'd seen it coming out recently, and I'm sure he needs to build some hype on it and get people talking about it, but I don't know what this is. What is this? What is this thing? What is this? Wow. That looks awesome. This shape is crazy. I love this like really extreme, it almost looks like old school H shape. These rims are super thick. You got a bunch of cuts in here. It's got a little spike in the center. It's not sharp. I don't think you can do any Matador style stuff on there. This color is killer. I love it. It's like this sort of like off brown, like light brown. It's so classy. I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna have to look it up, and I'll put the title right around here somewhere, what the name of this thing is. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Instagram or something like that. I think it's in prototype right now. This might be his new prototype yo-yo. This thing is amazing looking. I adore the color. Okay, let's go ahead and put some strings on these bad boys and we'll give them a try and see how they throw. Oh, very responsive. A little bit of a delay on it.
That one is kitchen.
I do like that it's slimline and it's Delrin, which means it's really soft. I am going to want to leave this at some point. It's not as responsive as I'd like it to be, but that happens a lot of times with with responsives. They're usually not completely responsive out of the box. You want to like lube them up or something. But the thing that blows me away is this thing is really smooth for responsive. Like it's, thank you. This thing is extremely smooth. Usually responsives come nowhere near this smooth, so that is amazing. I've heard you can tune this to be, you might be able to tune this to be unresponsive as well, but I don't know. It's been for a long time too, which is nice, but like you can see there's a little bit of delay when you're tugging on it, so I'll definitely be getting some lube and lubing this thing up so it plays a little bit more responsive. But besides that, this thing is fun. I love the way it feels. Really comfortable too. A lot of times when you have a responsive, they don't feel very comfortable on catches. They feel like really hard. They don't feel too comfortable to catch because they're like hard or the shape is bad. This feels so good in the hand to catch. Really soft. Fits right in your fingers really well. And even on like that kind of catch, which is really hard.
Nice.
So soft. The Delrin really softens the catch. So the Thing, I really like the Thing a lot. So keep a lookout for this. I think this is still in the prototyping phase. And now let's look at this one. This extreme shape here. I'm loving the shape a lot. So we'll see how it plays. Great sound. Very smooth. Smooth, right? Smooth, right? Can you say, it's so smooth? Oh,
Come in.
just a moment, it's bath time for my son. So it's really smooth. Ooh. 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 Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I wonder if it'll finger spin. Let's try. Okay, yeah. Absolutely it'll finger spin. Wow. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Okay, wow. So these two yo-yos, I love them actually. This one, when he first sent me the first pictures, I wasn't like feeling that strongly about it because I think I've never really been a big fan of slimline yo-yos, and just because I'm really inaccurate, it's really hard for me to hit them. But the fact that it's a responsive, the fact that it's a Delrin responsive, and the fact that it's this really organic and like rounded off shape makes it super comfortable. One of the reasons that I really tried to get into unresponsive as quick as I could is because all the unresponsive yo-yos I had were really uncomfortable, especially on really hard catches. You guys might remember my opinion of the DV888. I absolutely hate that thing, and it put me off yo-yos completely for a long time, and it put me off responsive yo-yos forever. And I still kind of feel like whenever someone releases a responsive metal yo-yo, I immediately flash back to the DV888. Thing is terrible. This solves the problem. It's nice and rounded. It's really soft plastic, that Delrin. I think you could make this in polycarbonate, but the Delrin is just so comfortable. I've seen it described as like a warmer plastic. It definitely has that feeling. Super comfortable. The only thing I'm going to be doing with this is lubing up the bearing so it responds. I like my responsive yo-yos to be really snappy, and that kind of semi-responsiveness I'm not a huge fan of, so I'll be doing that. This one, I just messaged Vivek in between shots here, between the testing and this final shot. This is the Taurus. I now remember seeing pictures and people talking about this on Instagram. So this is a prototype he's working on right now. This thing is fantastic. You probably saw the look on my face when I was playing it. Like, it's really fun. On the one hand, it feels kind of like dead serious actually, with this like extreme shape, the really sharp shape that goes out here, these big thick rims, like the semi-wide shape. I've actually got a manatee here so you can compare the width of this yo-yo. So you can see like the manatee's got a lot of width on it, but because of the silhouette, it actually feels very wide. It's like this really wide open gap. I imagine it would be great for horizontal too. You can see you're not going to get any string drag there, which is really nice. The finger spins on this thing are really good, which I did not expect. The finger grinds are fantastic on this thing. It's butter smooth. It's so smooth. The finish is really premium feeling, and oh my god, this color is incredible. I don't own a single yo-yo in this color. This is spectacular. It's this, I hope it shows up on camera. It's this really like rich brown. It's not like this dark chocolate brown. It's not like any browns you've seen. I think the only other yo-yo I have that's brown is the Lanthanum. I love that that's kind of like a matte, like a typical brown. This feels like this, like, I don't know, like mahogany or like the stained wood. It's beautiful. It almost has like this hue of purple to it. I'm blown away by the color. He said it's a prototype, so I don't know if the final colors will be this, but I would make a full run of yo-yos in this because this thing screams class. And it's so fun to play. I don't know, just playing with it on the string, it sounded really nice. I'm not sure if it's like 7075 or something like that, because it has that sort of ring to it, or if it's just the way that the weight is distributed. But it was very light, very nimble on the string. And when you throw it, I'm always kind of afraid of yo-yos with this kind of weight distribution, that they're gonna feel like rocks when they hit the end of the string. There's no thud on this. It's so light feeling. So anyway, that's the Taurus and the thing. I really like both of them. The only thing I'm gonna do is lube this bad boy up so it's more responsive, but this thing, I have a feeling this is gonna become a daily carry for me. These days, the carp fin sadly has been replaced by the manatee, but this is definitely going in my bag. And I know there's that sort of feeling of like, whatever yo-yo you just got is your newest, your newest one is always the one you're most in love with. And I feel that to a certain extent with most of the yo-yos I have, but something feels very, very special about this. I felt the same way with the carp fin. I felt the same way about the manatee. I felt the same way about the symphony as well from Osiris. So this feels like it's going to be one of those yo-yos that I'm just going to have all the time. It feels great. It looks so cool. I think you're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for this. I'm going to play with it some more. I'll give you some more definite impressions later, but I love this thing. Look at that. Look at how the rim is like sloped in. It's got like this U shape. This thing is amazing. Anyway, that's enough of my ranting. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, and a subscription. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again to Vivek for sending me to these. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing all right, man. Thanks so much for always chatting with me and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Have a nice day. And sayonara.